Hello, I am freshly back from a very quick trip to DC. We were only there for 2 nights, and I decided to take advantage and visit three of their thrift stores. That's the most that I could do, as the traffic there is insane, and the people driving there are pretty close to that too. But that it could just be me since I'm in a rural area. It's intimidating to be in that much traffic again. So, I want to share with you what I found, a combination of things that I'm just going to keep and some items that I intend to upcycle. From the first store, it was a place unlike any other. It was called Value Village and Unique Thrift. When you walk in, it's a lot to take in. It's massive and huge. From what I could gather is that there are two different thrift stores operating under the same roof. There is no wall that divides them necessarily, but there is a bazaar that separates them. It's a lot like an indoor swap meet. It's very tiny, and woven into those little cubicles that are individual businesses was a barbershop. There's a lot going on in there. It was a lot. It was a little chaotic for me because I guess I've gotten used to my surroundings here. It's a lot more calm. I was very happy to go there because I loved what I found. DC is a melting pot of people, and with that comes a lot of different textiles. Let me see. The first one was Value Village. So once you walk in, I veered to the right, grabbed a cart, and tried to tackle as many as the racks as I could. There was a lot that wasn't for me. I did a lot of just scanning because it was a little bit too much for me to take in. However, I did score this a lovely number here. This is very much my aesthetic during the summer. Like, this is what I live in, is caftans. I don't know what another name is for this because it's not very long, right? Some caftans are super long, so this is more like a shirt style. So this one, when I found it, was very frayed. A lot of times with these machine embroidery fabrics, if you're not careful, the embroidery will fray like crazy. So I brought it home. I trimmed away all of the frayed bits. I ironed it. I steamed it. You have to wash it by itself in a gentle cycle. You have to be careful with it. Embroidery is fragile whether it's handmade or not, okay? So I took some pictures showing you how it is that I would style this up, but this is for me to keep. I love this. I found these really cute pink harem pants there. They have this little pocket. I might cut that off. I'm not too sure how I feel about that. But I love any article of clothing or jewelry that makes sound. So I just thought they were so cute. I think they're called harem pants. I call them genie pants, okay? They're like Princess Jasmine pants. And again, these are my lounging pants. This is what I like to wear when I'm at home, sewing or crafting, especially in the summer. It's stupid hot. It's getting hotter and hotter every year. So these caftan styles or these harem pant styles are very light and just dreamy to be in super hot weather. I think that this is Indian, right? Including the pink pants. I don't know where this is from. The embroidery looks a lot different. And I love it so much. There is tassels at the bottom. This is dreamy to me. I love it. And it's a top. I wouldn't wear this as a dress. It's a top. This type of detail is very delicate, and you got to be delicate with it. You got to wash it in the delicate cycle, steam it, or hang dry it. And I'm okay with that process because I think that this is everything. I love it. And I dressed all of these up so that you could see how it is that I would wear these items. So that is staying with me. And I have a Tibetan jewelry that I feel went really, really good with this. Dreamy. So when I'm just at home, being a housewife, running around, I live in a caftan, okay? I've already explained that with this red top. Girl, you could do whatever in these things and feel free, feel nice and airy, and they are hot weather friendly. I get them in all different sizes, okay? Sometimes I will put little straps on the inside of the dress so I can like pull the front part of the dress backwards, right? And tie it from the inside to the back of my waist, and then you could see the waistline. I don't always do that because I'm just trying to be comfortable, okay? So I dressed it up for you, and I showed you, like, okay, I'm in my house and I'm just wearing it, okay? But then also I can dress it up if I decide to run to the grocery store real quick or run to the post office real quick, and what that might look like. Or maybe my wife comes home and says, let's just go to dinner now. Then I can do that. So these caftans I love, and they're always pretty inexpensive if you ask me, compared to, you know, American style brands. I think that these are always fairly inexpensive, and I find them a lot of times with the tag still on. Like this one still had its tag on. Regardless if they still have their tags on, girl, I'm going to wash them as soon as I get home. So this was everything that I got at Value Village. I paid. I took that to the car and came back in to go to the left side of the store, which was Unique Thrift. And there I picked up this sweet little hat. There's a brand in here. It looked like, I don't know, a really nice hat. It says white, tall, and Javits. It says it's mohair, Mahara. And the little veil in the front is torn. Now, I could remove it or try to mend it. I've never done that before. But even if I take it off, I mean, it's a sweet little hat. I forgot to dress this one up, so I tried it on real quick before I started filming. Very happy with that find. I found these Gap jeans there. They're rather sweet. They have these tiny embroidered flowers everywhere. Well, I don't know that I'd say everywhere. They're sprinkled around. They're very cute, as is. But I think that they would be a really fun project to try and upcycle to add maybe more applique, patches, distressing, some holes, maybe even make them a more of a wide leg. So this is a future project, and I hope you'll stick around to see how it turns out. I've also found this Villager, a Liz Claiborne company. I don't know. It's a size 12 blazer. It says that the exterior is cotton, but it feels like a faux velvet material with a lining inside. I loved the buttons. They look like little mandalas, and they are on the front of the coat or the blazer and on the cuff. I just thought I liked the structure of it. I liked how it looked, and I think kind of like, I don't know if you saw my patches video, and it was like a very nice blazer that I added elaborate patches onto. I think I might consider doing something like that to this one. There's just something about something that's well made and structured that when you style it up with applique or patches, that, I don't know, it's kind of fun. So yeah, I think I'm going to give it a shot. This one was a brand new Urban Outfitters jacket in this like Chinese style. I just thought it was such a neat idea. So I tried it on for you. I don't know if I would keep it as is. I'm on the fence about this one. Maybe you guys could give me some feedback. It's got a lot going on already. However, I could add applique that is completely different to this motif that might kind of set it off even more. So you let me know. Maybe adding like denim to it. Some denim. Girl, it doesn't have oh no, it does. It does. It has pockets. I could try to do something with this one with maybe denim applique or just maybe florals and just make it even busier. Okay, so maybe you guys can give me some feedback on that one. And that's actually all that I found, those 4 items at Unique Thrift. My favorite out of both places, even though it's one big place, was the Value Village because they had a lot more ethnic style textiles, which I love. I spent a lot of time there. That's why I was only able to make it to 3 places, and 2 were at the same location. So the third place was called 2A Thrift Store. I found 6 items there. Things were pricier at this store, but I really did like what I found. So I found these dollhouse denim jeans. I vaguely remember this brand when I was like in middle school, but I just liked the style of the pockets. I liked the wide leg, the length of them. I think that I could have a lot of fun with these jeans. And they're a good size. I mean, they don't fit me. They're too big for me, but I like to be inclusive, and it's okay if it doesn't fit me. It just kind of is a bummer that I can't try them on and show you a nice fit, but not everything can be my size. I also found these Lauren by Ralph Lauren pants. How fun are these pants? I mean, I love the pinstripe. I love that the stripes are red and white and that it's like a darker blue denim. I think that I'm going to have a lot of fun upcycling these. So the dollhouse jeans and these are definitely getting upcycled. And just by looking at them, it's a very patriotic color scheme. I'm thinking like if I add a lighter denim applique of just stars all over, that would be so much fun. I'm leaning towards the stars, like just all over. I think that would be super fun. I sometimes pick up fast fashion items. The way I see it, I didn't buy them new from the store that was selling them, but they're better off in my closet than in the landfill. And sometimes I really, really do like these items. I don't know who sells this. It's a 3XL top. I can just tell it's a fast fashion item. I have a pair of pants that I paired this with. I think I found them about 3 years ago, and they've lasted that entire time. They have not, given the elastic waistband hasn't stretched out. They've been great. I love wearing this very light fabric in the summertime, and those pants I always get a lot of compliments on, and I think those are Shein pants. So I don't know what this is. Maybe I'll show you, but I thought that because this one was black with white, it would go really well with those white pants and black detail, and I think that it did. I have been looking for a denim jacket to upcycle, but I didn't want to upcycle any denim jacket. I wanted something a little bit different than your typical upcycle denim jacket. I found a Isaac Mazzari denim jacket, and I loved the cut of this jacket. As you can see, when I dressed it up, I don't know what you call this style. Is it like a smock style? I loved how it was going to be so easy to work with this because the fabric is so open. So this is another upcycle item. I love the shape of this. Now this top, I did not take a picture in. I don't have very many white items, none at all really. It's just a little, I don't know what you call this. A wrap. It's super thin. I just loved the embroidery on it. So, and the little tassels on it. I can use this for the embroidery to use on a different project, but I'm thinking I want to dye it and just fill up all the blank spots with, I don't know, patchwork. The fabric is very light, so I don't know if it can take that much textile weight. So I'm not sure, but this is definitely an upcycle item. Just because of how white it is, and I don't wear white, I wouldn't keep it for myself, but I think it would make a really nice upcycle item. Now, the last thing that I found at this thrift store was this coat. I don't know anything about this brand, but it had its original tag on it, and the buttons have like their logo custom engraved in them, and it's such a bold coat. It has very many words in Spanish that are all positive. I loved this coat, and it's a very stiff material, almost like upholstery fabric, honestly. I loved all the imagery on it too. It's super fun. The lining inside of the coat is very nice as well. The way they placed this image here on the inside. I don't know, it's very bold and beautiful and maximum style just in a coat. And just paired with some jeans was like all you needed, really. I love this coat. I'm so happy that I found it. That is definitely something that I will keep. Very quickly, I completely forgot to share that at the 2A thrift store, I did pick up a pair of chocolate brown Franco Sarto heels. I love everything about these heels because to me it looks like a pair of witches' high heels. They were in my size, and I was like, yes, I am taking these home. And I had some fun styling it up in different ways, like if it was more of a summer time or a winter time, and all with the mind that some fabulous witch would be wearing these out and about. So I hope that you will come back and see how it is that all of these upcycling candidates turned out. And I just had a very small thrift haul as we were driving there. And, I try to be mindful and make sure that I only pick up things that I know I'm going to wear or that I know that I will upcycle, soon thereafter picking them up. I know that when I go sourcing for materials, it can pile up quickly. And so I just am trying to be very intentional with it and only picking up things that I know for sure I'm going to be utilizing pretty quickly and putting up on my shop. So I just want to thank you. I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit more of my style and my first thrift haul here on YouTube. My next video, I'm just going to showcase a very few pieces that I have found thrifting that are my favorites. There are not pieces that I ended up upcycling. Not everything has to get upcycled. Some things are just fabulous on their own, especially if they're vintage items. So my next video, I'll go ahead and take you through some of my favorite pieces that I have found at the thrift store and style those up for you. Until my next video, thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye.